Have you ever pondered the relevance of ancient wisdom in the era of modern leadership? In the hustle and bustle of the 21st century, it's easy for us to overlook the wisdom of bygone eras. We're so engrossed in the newest trends, the latest technologies, and the most recent theories that we sometimes forget that the past may hold the answers we're so desperately seeking. In the sphere of leadership, this oversight is particularly evident. We're often so focused on innovation and forward thinking that we neglect the wisdom that ancient cultures and philosophies have to offer. But what if I told you that these seemingly outdated principles could be the key to unlocking new opportunities and solutions? Ancient wisdom, with its emphasis on values such as mindfulness, empathy, and ethical decision-making, can provide a fresh perspective in our fast-paced, complex world. It's not about discarding modern practices, but rather about integrating these timeless principles to create a more holistic approach to leadership. Imagine a leadership style that balances the dynamism of the modern world with the profound insights of the ancients, a leadership style that not only drives success, but also fosters personal growth and societal impact. Indeed, the wisdom of the ancients may be the missing key to the challenges modern leaders face. Modern leadership is fraught with challenges and pitfalls. This statement is something many leaders today can relate to, navigating the complexities of the modern world. Managing teams and making critical decisions can feel like walking a tightrope. One of the most significant challenges leaders face today is burnout. It is a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion caused by excessive and prolonged stress. It can affect leaders at every level, from team leads to CEOs. In an environment that increasingly values speed, efficiency, and constant innovation, the risk of burnout has never been higher. The next challenge is a lack of authenticity. In a world that's more connected than ever, we're paradoxically seeing leaders who are more distant and disconnected from their true selves. The pressure to conform to certain standards and expectations can lead to leaders losing touch with their authentic selves, leading to uninspiring leadership. Lastly, there's a growing disconnect from purpose. Leadership is not just about managing people or processes. It's about inspiring and empowering others to achieve a common goal. However, in the hustle and bustle of daily operations, leaders often lose sight of the bigger picture, the purpose that brought them to leadership in the first place. So, how do we address these challenges? The answer may lie in the ancient wisdom that has guided leaders for centuries. This wisdom teaches us to value balance, to slow down, and to take time to recharge, reducing the risk of burnout. It encourages authenticity, reminding us that true leadership comes from being true to ourselves and our values. It also reiterates the importance of purpose, urging us to stay connected to the reasons why we lead. Perhaps the solutions we seek in our modern world lie in the wisdom of the past. As we move forward, let's not forget to look back and learn from the wisdom that has stood the test of time. It may just provide the guidance we need to navigate the challenges of modern leadership. But how can ancient wisdom be applied to modern leadership? Let's dive into that. First, consider mindfulness, a concept deeply rooted in Buddhism. Mindfulness encourages us to be present, to fully engage with the task at hand, and to be aware of our thoughts and emotions without judgment. Imagine a mindful leader. They are attentive, they listen, and they connect with their team at a deeper level. This leader doesn't just react, they respond thoughtfully, making decisions with a clear mind and a focused heart. Next, let's discuss empathy, a cornerstone of many ancient philosophies from the Greek Stoics to the indigenous cultures of the Americas. Empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of others, is a powerful tool for any leader.
Navigate complex.
It fosters a supportive environment where everyone feels heard and valued. An empathetic leader can tap into the emotions and needs of their team, allowing them to navigate complexities with compassion and understanding. Finally, let's not forget ethical decision-making, an element central to the teachings of Confucius and many other philosophers. An ethical leader is guided by a moral compass, considering not just the short-term gains but the long-term impacts of their decisions. They strive for fairness, honesty, and integrity, creating an atmosphere of trust and respect. But it's not just about adopting these principles individually, it's about integrating them and creating a leadership style that is mindful, empathetic, and ethical, a style that values the humanity of each team member, that prioritizes the greater good over personal gain, and that understands success not just in terms of profits, but in terms of people and the planet. Incorporating ancient wisdom doesn't mean we need to abandon modern strategies. Instead, it's about blending the old and the new, creating a balanced approach that leverages the best of both worlds. These principles, though ancient, hold immense relevance in the leadership sphere today. They remind us that leadership is not just about directing, it's about connecting, understanding, and caring. They challenge us to be better, to do better, and to lead, not just with our minds, but with our hearts. The question remains, does this ancient wisdom truly have transformative power? In a world often driven by data and technology, one might wonder if the time-honored philosophies of the ancients can still hold sway. Let's explore a compelling case study that illustrates just how potent this wisdom can be. Consider the story of a well-known multinational corporation. This company, despite its impressive track record and strong market presence, was grappling with high employee turnover, low morale, and a noticeable disconnect between leadership and staff. The CEO, a forward-thinking individual, decided to turn to the past for answers. He introduced mindfulness practices into the company's daily routine, a concept deeply rooted in ancient Eastern philosophies. The idea was simple: to bring a moment of calm, of quiet reflection, into the hectic corporate world. Initially, there was skepticism. How could sitting quietly and focusing on one's breath impact the bottom line? But as weeks turned into months, a shift began to occur. Employees reported feeling less stressed and more focused. They began to approach their work with renewed energy and creativity. The leadership team, too, was not immune to this change. They began to lead with empathy, drawing from the ancient Greek philosophy of pathos, where understanding and sharing the feelings of another is key. This shift in leadership style fostered a sense of authenticity and connection that had been missing.
A family.
The results were astonishing. Employee turnover dropped, productivity soared, the company's culture underwent a radical transformation, one that was recognized and lauded within the industry. But beyond the numbers, the most significant change was perhaps in the people themselves. They were happier, more engaged, and felt valued. They were not just employees, they were part of a community, a family. This story isn't an outlier. Across the globe, leaders are discovering that the philosophies of the ancients can bring about profound change. They serve as a reminder that leadership isn't just about strategies and numbers, it's about people, connection, and understanding. As we can see, the wisdom of old can indeed bring about a remarkable transformation in modern leadership. So where does that leave us? We've journeyed through time and across cultures, exploring the rich tapestry of ancient wisdom and its potential for reshaping modern leadership. Let's pause and reflect on what we've discovered. We've seen how the pressures of our fast-paced world often lead to burnout, lack of authenticity, and a deep disconnect from purpose. Yet, in the whisperings of the ancients, we've found potential solutions to these modern dilemmas. Mindfulness, the art of being fully present and engaged in the here and now, can help leaders break free from the relentless cycle of busyness, refocus their attention, and lead with clarity and calm. Empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of others, can foster stronger connections, enhance team cohesion, and inspire greater loyalty and commitment. Ethical decision-making, guided by age-old principles of fairness, integrity, and respect, can build trust, enhance reputation, and ensure long-term sustainability. These aren't just abstract concepts or philosophical musings. They are practical, actionable strategies that can be integrated into our daily leadership practices. They offer a roadmap to more authentic, purposeful, and effective leadership. However, the benefits of embracing ancient wisdom extend beyond the individual leader. They ripple out, creating waves of positive change within organizations and societies. When leaders are mindful, empathetic, and ethical, they create work environments that are more supportive, inclusive, and fulfilling. They foster cultures of learning and innovation where everyone feels valued, heard, and empowered. They contribute to the creation of more equitable, sustainable, and resilient societies. So, let's not overlook the wisdom of the ancients. Let's honor it, learn from it, and integrate it into our leadership practices. In doing so, we not only enrich our own lives and careers, but also make a meaningful difference in the world around us. In the end, the wisdom of the ancients may not be so ancient after all. It's timeless, relevant, and waiting to be tapped into. This journey into the past has only just begun. As we've unearthed, the roots of effective leadership are deep, seated in ancient wisdom that still holds relevance today. But there's a universe of knowledge yet to be discovered. By subscribing, you're not just signing up for more content, you're embarking on a voyage of discovery, traversing the vast landscapes of leadership, wisdom, and personal development. You're aligning yourself with a community of seekers, keen on unearthing the timeless principles that can guide us towards a more enlightened and impactful future. So what are you waiting for? Join us in this exploration of wisdom and leadership. Share your thoughts and experiences with us in the comments below.